topic, retooling corporate and SME lending for the post-COVID world. And we have some very interesting names here. Anirban Chakrabarti, who's the Managing Director and CEO at Tourism Finance Corporation, India. Thank you, Mr. Chakrabarti, for joining us.
Thank you, DNB and Nicholas, for having me here. Uh, as all the speakers of the earlier panel and this panel also said that we are going through the very unprecedented crisis. And this crisis probably nobody knows. Nobody has got the experience, nor we have any historical data to deal with this kind of unprecedented crisis. Probably I like that one earlier panelist presentation with, I think probably Nicholas' team has said, that what Darwin has said, that it is not a question of that stronger, it is not a question of who is most intelligent. It is a question of agility to adapt with the new situation, new normal life or new normal situation. So within the crisis, everybody, all of us, whether it is a corporate life or individual life, we have to evolve ourselves. And how we are going to evolve and how fast we are going to adapt with this new normal life, that will be the key factor for future success or future survival. So coming to that, we have to deal with that survival. Most of the regulators across the world, most of the government across the world, they have come out of all the supports they can think at that point of time, which is more essential and effective. Like everybody, our government and our regulator also come out with a couple of schemes, immediately, proactively to deal with the situation, to support the industries. For example, our regulator RBI has come out with the deferment of interest and installment, which is called that moratorium scheme, and then resolution framework, one-time resolution, revised MSME restructuring scheme to provide support various entities affected by COVID-19. Similarly, Government of India has also proactive in this regard and announced the schemes like ECLGS, Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme, to provide a medium-term support to MSME entities, and external partial guarantee scheme to support the NBFC, because NBFC is one of the major intermediaries for MSMEs and SMEs. So having said this, what is very important is that all the schemes has come out when we are locked down or when we are in partial lockdown. So during this period that RBI as government has come out with a scheme, the challenge is how fast we implement the scheme to the end users. So these schemes to our clients in a timely manner, irrespective of the hindrance created by the lockdown, through various digital initiative and digital infrastructure, as all Sachin has said, and all this. So this is the order of the day. So to how to use that automation tools, how to use the digital infrastructures, because how fast we pass it on all these benefit to that end users, that is going to be the key success or key survival factors to that segment of the industries. So if once there is survival, the question of revival comes. So first you have to give the support, and then you have to create the opportunity to create the cash flows for the companies. Because further, if I divide the COVID impacted industry and sectors, some sectors has got a agility to recover reasonably faster space, like agri allied sectors, food processing, pharma, fertilizer, FMCG, IT, because they are all essentials consumption sectors where that essentials needs are directly related. There are sectors which is that discretionary sectors like hospitality, tourism, airport, real estate, construction. We call it that low demand elasticity sectors. That therefore that sectors are revivals or maybe turnaround will take a little bit longer time. So one size fits all, that solution won't work today's scenario. So it is you have to do the client in the different sectors. You have to identify the client in different sectors, and you have to customize the solutions. So one is the micro perspective, and then as a macro perspective. Both need to be gone in tandem. See, within the sectors also there are different industries. So that's what today's lenders, all lenders community, what they have to do today. Not only they have to be more agile to the need of the situation. More than agility, they have to be correctly identify the extent of impact of COVID and work out the solution, customized solution for the customers accordingly, which is very, very important. For example, I'm giving you one example. For example, RBI COVID regulatory package for ECLGS schemes might be enough to support the entities who are expected to recover in next to 6 to 9 months. When Mr. Chadda was telling that we do not know, some sector maybe 3 to 6 months, some sector will go to 12 months, it will be 24 months, maybe 36 months. So today, absolutely nobody has clarity how fast which sector will be recovered and which sector will take more time. Though we know certain sectors trend, which is, as I told, that which is discretionary or non-discretionary sectors. But we have to see that where ECLGS scheme will fit, because where the recovery can be faster, where recovery is going to take a little bit longer time, then we need to think one-time resolutions framework. Then we need to think that MSME restructuring scheme. So these are the things lender community has to thought through. I think everybody is thinking on that basis. Their analytic has to put through. They have to put their digital infrastructure to deal with this kind of situations. So with this, I stop here, and I can tell that in a TFCI, even whenever the crisis time, when the entire lockdown was there, within a 1 month's time of ECLJ scheme, even 70% of our clientele, we have implemented the scheme, including documentation and release of the amount. So this is the order of the day: support on time, understanding the sectors, and giving the package, choose the package accordingly and make it effective. Thank you.